Gemini, hey, welcome to the greenhouse. My name is Sarah, and today we're going to do something a little bit differently. We're going to take a look at your energy, the person on your mind's energy, as well as the mutual energy between the two of you. So go ahead and think of the person you want to connect to at this time. Doesn't have to be romantic. It can be anyone on your mind. And we're going to start by getting your energy, and then we'll take a look at their energy, followed by the mutual energy. And then at the very end, I'm going to take a fourth deck and go through each of the zodiac signs to see what each sign specifically looks like for you. All right. All right, show me Gemini's energy towards this person on their mind. We have the Page of Swords and the Magician. You're trying to get clear on something. You want more information, or you could be studying this person or studying from this person, like they could be a mentor of yours. Two of Pentacles. Maybe they're teaching you how to like make something, how to alchemize something, how to produce something. One more, please, for Gemini's energy toward this person. The Emperor. Yeah, this is very much like someone teaching you how to level up, Gemini. How to step into some kind of power. Maybe it's your dad, because the Emperor can be a father figure. But you're being taught something. I'm getting Hierophant vibes, even though it's not here. So I don't know if maybe you went back to school, or you're learning a new thing, or you're just like really kind of just manifesting from a new place. Because what you learned is either like a really impressive discipline or like something like sacred in a spiritual nature. And I think now you're taking what you've learned spiritually and are applying it to your life so that you can provide more stability for yourself. Clarify this Emperor for me, please. The Sun. Yeah, you're give a little more than you're asking for, and love will turn the key. I think you're realizing that you just need like more like self-love in your life, because it didn't hit me as like romantic. It's like you want to be your own everything. Six of Pentacles. Maybe there is some kind of investment, or not investment. There is some kind of offer you want to make towards somebody at some time, but this is you focusing on the you part before being able to focus on the them part. Like you're getting in your aligned energy, you're lightening your load here. And also I think you're grounding in happiness, and I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful. The Sun can also be a child. So I don't know if maybe you're becoming a father or something like that, Gemini, because now it's like we got the 3 kitties on the bottom, and it's like, look at you being proud papa or proud mama, like something like that. I feel really like a lot of times, like no offense Gemini, but a lot of the time when I tap into your energy, I tap into like the anxious mind of you guys, the part of your head that's like torn between things. So it's really nice to see how aligned and lit you are when like you really just let yourself choose something, choose a side on something, decide not to play devil's advocate, whatever that is for you. Just know that that energy is really, really nice, and the world could use more of it. So I like you acting from this place of discernment and choosing your own happiness. This is not toxic positivity. This is knowing that life is too short to dwell on negativity. And I feel like that's a really powerful lesson, and you guys should be proud of yourselves. Okay, person on Gemini's mind, the person on Gemini's mind, please. Okay, also 6 of Pentacles. So this is someone you're already collaborating with. Could be a Capricorn with the Queen of Pentacles, or just someone that, again, helps you in a stability sense. The Empress. No, this is, you guys, you're doing something great together. We have Emperor and Empress here. 4 of Swords. Maybe it's dormant, or there's a rest period, or like if you did just have a child, obviously, you know, the person who delivered it would need to have some rest. And maybe, oh my God, because we did start with the Page of Swords, so maybe you had a Libra baby, right? Because we're in Libra season. And it's you being like, wow, look at this new path I get to observe, and how proud, and I just want to protect and enjoy. And this person is also feeling balanced. Like, I think they're feeling appropriately cared for, like whether you're a mom caring for someone that had a kid, or the partner to someone that had a kid, or father, whatever it is, they feel like they're getting what they need. And that just made me really emotional all of a sudden. Like, I wanted to cry happy tears. Person, Page of Cups, yeah. If it's not a child, it's like a brand new chapter. But I really get Bundle of Joy vibes, whatever that would be for you. Hanged Man, maybe you waited a really long time for this. Maybe you guys, if you are in a partnership, like, oh, now I'm getting really emotional, okay. I think this could be a couple that had a lot of disappointments, we'll say, because I don't want to get flagged and go to YouTube jail. But I think this is something they tried many times and were unsuccessful and almost gave up. And I think maybe that's this light and this passion coming from you, is that like, you're just incredibly grateful they didn't give up. Whew, okay. I'm gonna shuffle that energy out of the deck real quick, because with all due respect, it's a lot for me to hold. Yeah, one more. And let's just get one more for person. 8 of Swords, Knight of Cups. Yeah, like, this is something I think they were afraid to want, but it's like here now, or something like that. Or afraid to let out. If it's not a child, this is a love offer that's like very, very ready to be made. Let's take a look at the mutual energy between you guys, because I am so damn curious now. You made me cry, Gemini. Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, woo, I was not expecting that. Okay. Yeah, like 7 of Cups. This is someone that I think like dealt with like maybe like some fertility stuff, and like something finally happened. And maybe just quick sidebar, maybe this person that delivered the child is in a postpartum period. And maybe it's because they were so afraid to get excited because of how badly everything went wrong, that they kind of still, even though like the life is here now, it's like they still kind of can't believe it and are still, there's still trauma. Like, I think they're still afraid, like maybe they're a little over, you know, make sure they don't roll over, make sure, you know, like can't sleep because they just can't take their eyes off the child, because it's like they finally have this being, and now they can't like relax into it. They're just like in overprotector mode. Side message for somebody, but that'll change soon, and it'll change because of a certain therapy or a certain conversation or a certain group. So please encourage them. Don't feel like you're failing them just because you don't know what to say. We can't be everything to everybody, but there are women that go through this. There are people that go through this period after a huge change, or like, you know, how do I be normal after a huge trauma? You know, whatever it is, I think that they need some group support or some kind of community support. It's not you failing them. It's just it takes a village. And I feel like now you're getting emotional. You're doing a good job, Gemini. You're doing a really good job. This person just needs a lot right now, and that's okay. What's the mutual energy between Gemini and the person on their mind? The mutual energy between Gemini and the person on their mind. We have the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini energy. Let's put this all back. We have the Knight of Swords, the Universe, and the Eight of Wands. Don't worry about this closed off energy. I mean, I don't want to say like don't worry about your wife if they're going through postpartum. Like, obviously, you know, care about your wife. But don't worry unnecessarily. Don't worry in the terms of like, oh my God, what if it's like this forever? Or oh my God, like what if we shouldn't have had a child if this is what it's done to her? Like something like that. You need to stand strong and trust, like you need to lean on faith right now. Just like you leaned on faith to trust that you guys would receive this life, you need to lean on faith and trust that they'll be able to come back to you too. And I get it. Like I feel like maybe you're feeling very lonely. Especially because I think like you're feeling really good and wanting to celebrate and seeing your counterpart maybe, or your child or your friend or whomever, struggle with this, feeling safe in this. I feel like especially if I'm speaking to a Gemini man, I know you got to feel like it's your responsibility to make her feel better, and you can't make anybody feel anything. All you can be is there and consistent and loving, and let them know that they're not a burden. And don't push, but stabilize. Be a crutch, not a push. You know what I mean? Not saying you are, but that's just to validate if you are being a crutch at this time and you're wondering like, should I apply a little more pressure? No, they'll come out in their own time. And it could very well be 8 weeks, or even up to 8 months. Just to trust that they can let their guard down. And they will. The 8 of Wands coming out with the universe, they absolutely will let their guard down. They're just in their head a little too much. They're in their head a little too much. Art. This is the Temperance card, but they're going to come around. They're going to heal. They're going to heal whatever this is. And the Fool on the bottom, and they're going to come back, and everything's going to be good, and it's going to be, you know, especially if someone's battling cancer or like going through fertility treatments, they say like, oh, it's so important to stay positive. It's so important to stay positive. It's so important to stay positive. And I feel like this person's been like hearing that and like needing to force that out of themselves, like while suffering severe losses and disappointment. And then, oh my God, and my voice is breaking, like this is a lot. So it's like, now that the child is here, or now that this opportunity or this thing is here, it's like all of the grief has hit them now because they weren't allowed to feel it before, because they had to feel positive to get there, to get to the goal. And then once they reached the goal, they were not met with happiness. They were met with all the grief they weren't allowed to feel to get to the goal. So they just need some time to feel that grief. They do not regret this opportunity, this path, whatever it is. It's just like, you know, when you finally feel safe enough for all the bad feelings to come up? It's like that. Fuck you, Gemini. Okay. Now I'm going to go through each sign. I feel like it's unnecessary because I feel like this is a very specific reading and you're going to know who this is, but I did it for the others. I don't want to not do it for you. So let's very quickly go through Gemini if you're dealing with an Aries. 2 of Wands, they're in a decision-making period. Gemini if you're dealing with Taurus. 5 of Cups, there's a loss here. They're stuck in sadness. Gemini if you're dealing with another Gemini. 3 Cups, they want to celebrate with you. They want to have some fun. 4 of Swords on the bottom, once you've rested or this situation has settled down. They just can't wait to reunite and to celebrate. Gemini if you're dealing with a Cancer. 3 of Pentacles, teamwork. Knight of Pentacles, also teamwork. Not quite sure where to take the team, but wanting to work together. I think it's probably more work related with a Cancer. Gemini if you're dealing with a Leo. 3 of Swords, that could be your partner. That could be the person who's hurting. The Lovers, yeah. That's the person going through the pain at this time. Yeah, like we said, they're in it right now, but they're going to be able to pull themselves out. There will be victory here. There'll be the turnaround. Here's the world twice. Leo. Okay, Virgo. Gemini, if you're dealing with a Virgo, your Mercury twin. We have the Queen of Swords. Get ready for clear communication. Page of Pentacles, potentially around a work situation. I want one more. Virgo. That was 2. Hermit. Knave of Wands. Queen of Wands. This person's wanting to come out of a hermit mode and express something, but I think they're picking up that there's like a lot going on, or just don't know when the right time is. So if a Virgo's been acting funny around you, if you do have the capacity to find out what's going on and to hold that information, I'd let them know that it's safe for them to share. Otherwise, they're just gonna kind of keep waiting on clues from you to know when it is safe to share. So don't be surprised if their moves seem a little calculated. They're just not wanting to rock any kind of boat. Libra. We have the 7 of Wands. They're a little distant right now. The Fool. They're a little like fighting off negative vibes. I feel like this person's kind of like running. They're in like a catch me if you can kind of vibe, but they're gonna make sure you can't. So like, why bother? Is kind of how I feel about it. Scorpio, Gemini, if you're dealing with a Scorpio. Sorry, for Libra, I just heard they're after me, Lucky Charms. Like, okay, relax. Not everybody just wants that from you, Libra. Anyway, Scorpio. 4 of Wands, this is stability, the Emperor. This could very well be you if you're a Scorpio cross-watching for a Gemini, or your partner. Stability will come here. If this person has not talked to their dad in a long time, or maybe like their dad is the person that needs to come in, because I'm getting in the Osbournes, when Sharon has cancer, there was a period where like she really you know, like she turned to Ozzy and was like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I'm ready to give up. And Ozzy didn't know what to do. And so he called Robin Williams, because she loves Robin Williams. And he came and he laid in her hospital bed with her and like made her laugh for like 30 minutes. And then like her will to live was revitalized. So I feel like it's like whoever Robin is in your family, I feel like this could be like a really warm uncle. Like, forgive me, but I almost feel like a gay uncle. Like, it's time to call in gay uncle. It's time to call in dad. It's time to call in like whoever has like those Santa vibes. And also like when women go through like anybody, like regardless, I'm not even going to go through that whole tangent, but I just feel like this person would benefit from just being around strong, stable, soft, masculine energy. So bring more of that around them. It doesn't just have to be you. Like, you can like call in the bros if she likes them, if they like them, if he likes them, you know what I mean? Like, call in, the healthy male energy. Shit, who was that? Scorpio? I think that was Scorpio. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is 9 of Cups, and the Magician. They're being a little self-serving at this time. I'm getting like a little bit of selfishness, and look at this guy's eyes. Like, I think this person might be like indulging a lot, or maybe they have a drinking problem. 6 of Swords. I don't know. I feel like maybe move away from this person at this time because they're a little selfish. Capricorn. Gemini, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, be ready for clear communication around boundaries regarding an investment. Sorry. We have the Hanged Man and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I feel like you want to know if this is something that can get off the ground, but you're going to need to like kind of go back and forth with each other on whether or not it makes sense to take this out of pause, hit play, whatever that means. Gemini, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, Four Swords. I think you need to meditate before you decide if you want to continue to give to this, because I feel like you're doubting whether or not you're the only person giving. And I know you're hearing what you want to hear, but your intuition is saying something else. So go inward and trust your intuition, and whatever your intuition says, just take it at face value. You don't have to like, oh, I feel like they're fucking around with somebody else. And then it's like, oh, well, now I have to go through their phone to get the proof. Like, you have enough proof. You don't need the proof. That kind of proof just hurts. Just trust your gut. Just trust your gut so you can get past it faster. All right, and Gemini, if you're dealing with a Pisces. Queen of Wands, Three of Cups. This person's kind of just playing the field right now, the High Priestess. They are intuitive and you're very drawn to that. Temperance, you think they can balance out something in your life or your energy and would be like a blessing for you as far as work or like mastering something within your life is concerned. But I'm getting big Muse energy, and, you know, Muses get bruises, you know what I'm saying? So don't be a Pisces Muse at this time. Muses get objectified. You don't need to be anybody's object. So Gemini, this has been your insane reading. I hope you got something out of it. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and feel free to drop a comment if you're comfortable telling me how this applies for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to reach out. My email is in the description box below, and I hope I get to see you next time. Take care.